Pascal Siakam had 21 points in Game 6. A terrific officiating crew here in Toronto tonight. Scott Foster has officiated 18 games in the NBA Finals. Tony Brothers, 8 games in the NBA Finals. And Jason Phillips in his 92nd playoff game. In the replay center, Ed Malloy, and away we go. The spinning Siakam, and tapped up and in. Redick 3. Boy, they needed that.
I tell you what, you talk about weathering a storm.
With Greg Monroe in for the first time. Oh, it's pickpocketed, and here comes Kawhi. Simmons, Embiid knocked away. Green picked up by Ibaka. Ahead to Leonard. Underneath the Green. Raptors shooting 22%. Butler shifting, driving, scoring.
Yeah, but you saw that last possession for Philly. Not a good look, and then Ibaka comes down and able to knock down that triple.
Now the shot clock at 3. Here comes Scotty's got to find it. Embiid taps it up and in. Ennis. That's a 3, and it's down. Redick again on the move, firing and knocking it down.
Boy, that was a huge basket.
3 triples for Philadelphia. Shot clock at 5 and across the lane. Count it. Leonard got it to go. Oh, pickpocketed. Leonard by Harris into the hole. Embiid with the turnover. It's Harris. Through traffic, Embiid free, the fake, Gasol bites down Embiid, 3 no good and a foul.
Oh, he hit him on the head. That's what the call was. And ultimately, though, as you mature, you understand the value of nutrition and conditioning.
With Lowry on him, bad thumb and all. James Ennis, up and down. It's Green defending Simmons. It's out to a wide open Tobias Harris. That's a 3.
Well, what Philly's doing now is they're posting Embiid and Simmons, forcing Toronto to get into rotation, which gives you opportunities on the perimeter.
3 by Ibaka.
Figure out a way to just play through it. The beauty of his game is he doesn't have to score necessarily to be effective.
Lowry. Oh, he looked pretty good right there with that 3.
But it does help.
Harris defends on the perimeter. Wow! What a play!
My goodness.
Woo. The award-winning American Express halftime report. Ernie Champagne shows the other way with a drive and a 2. What a play!
And that's just an experienced move.
The turnover is even at 7. A good shooting second quarter by Toronto leads us to the second half. And Greg Anthony, what are some of your thoughts heading out of halftime? It's Leonard outside, defended by Simmons, and inside with Embiid. Going back to the second quarter. It's Gasol, puts up that shot and knocks it down. So Marc Gasol with his first shot going in tonight. Harris against Lowry. Redick. The fake, the fire, and the 3.
And I should include Tobias Harris in there.
He's got 6 boards, 9 points, 2 assists down court for Harris. Puts on the brakes, launches the triple. 5-0 run. They go inside, now outside. Embiid by Gasol, down the lane, into Siakam. Count it!
And that, in essence, is a post touch for Ben Simmons.
Shot clock at 4. Jimmy Butler. That's the lead.
I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but you notice how much better they are when the ball touches the paint. They're going to have to get contributions from others here in this quarter.
Redick with a 3.
It was vital for Philly to answer. Now the roles reversed. They got to get something here from Toronto.
And Ibaka tries to do it inside. Shot clock at 2. 3. Offensive rebound, Lowry. Leonard open. Rebound, Lowry again. Ibaka. 3. Leonard. Redick is 4 of 10. Ibaka has 3 rebounds. The other way, the dive, Lowry!
what is going to transpire, what move, and it's been right now going small ball for Toronto.
Deflection, Van Vliet, rejection by Embiid, 2 points for Ibaka. Embiid and Gasol, round hand and down it goes. 3 seconds difference, shot clock, game clock. Ibaka! Embiid watching Siakam.
Siakam is just reluctant to shoot the basketball right now, and I tell you what, Ibaka.
What about that three by Serge Ibaka? 3 of 3 on triples. Driving inside Simmons. That's a foul on Simmons. Butler 2 of 9. 6 points. A 3. Jimmy Butler. Game 6 in Philly a couple nights ago. Leonard making his move. Simmons defending. Puts on the brakes.
He's taken 31 shots here to get in this game.
Butler. Another one for Jimmy Butler with 11.
And other than that,
big three-point shot by Embiid.
I tell you what, does he deliver there?
Shot clock at 3. Lowry. Oh, what a shot!
This is what elimination games are all about.
It's Embiid looking inside for a backpedaling Simmons. He'll throw up one off the glass. Kind of a Cirque du Soleil shot inside, and everybody going down. Embiid is down. His 3. Gasol the offensive rebound. Leonard with a 3. Good! Gasol defending. Joel Embiid. Good shot by Joel Embiid. And shooting at 43%. Raptors at 36%. Leonard. That was over Embiid. Here comes Kawhi Leonard as the defensive Simmons right there and takes an off-balance shot. Ibaka on him. Out to Redick, off the screen, long 2 by J.J. Redick. There's Siakam averaging 21 in the series, and Siakam tonight has 9. 3, Leonard, good! What a shot! 39 for Kawhi Leonard. Only Leonard has scored for Toronto in the last 5 minutes. Raptors by 3, 1:41 to go. Oh, they have called it a 2 and not a 3. They have reviewed it. With a shot clock down to 5, Embiid up high. Here's Harris, shot clock at 2, doubled, knocked away, stolen by Lowry, 2-on-1, Siakam! Switch, they got Lowry on him. With a little hand check on the perimeter right there. And tonight, 4 of 4. Joel Embiid, Siakam on him. Redick. Embiid, Lowry knocked it away. Embiid gathers it in. A lunge and a foul on Toronto. 19 points, 11 rebounds in 45 minutes. He's averaged 29 minutes in the series. And as GA just said, Van Vliet is in. Leonard, Redick the foul. 10.8. 6 of 6. Leonard from the line with 38. 38 points on 38 shots.
Tobias Harris as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy Butler, who loves the moment, if he gets the opportunity to take it.
Short, caught by Harris. 2-point game. Here comes Butler driving. Layup is good. He ties the game. 4.2 to go. Knifing his way, Jimmy Butler. Gasol will inbound. Siakam back in.
You got to be aware of the inbounder here if you're Philly.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger? Game! Series! Toronto has won!
We are ready for the start of Game 5 from the Boston Garden on this Friday night. The referees, number 26 is Richie Powers, and working with him will be Don Murphy. Both of these two officials have worked one game each in the championship series. Murphy was one of the officials Wednesday night. As for Richie, he worked earlier Game 2. Alvin Adams, who has played spectacularly well so far against Dave Cowens, they will go to tip it off. If you're looking for something early, watch the Celtics try to feed Dave Cowens. JoJo White misses, and Dave Cowens, with great effort, hustling there from the center jump. Curtis Perry handling the ball back to Ricky Sobers. Havlicek starting for the first game. Curtis Perry on the turnaround right baseline. It is 4-3.
No question about it, Fred. John Havlicek gives them added movement out on the floor. He's a good, smart ball player who knows what to do in the right situation.
And there's Hondo shooting. Dave Cowens with a much-deserved rest out of the game, and Jimmy Yard will chase Alvin Adams. Perry inside. We've seen that play. It has worked a couple of times.
Yes, and it's a breakdown on the Celtics' weak side help.
Adams may be a little too quick for Yard. We'll watch that. Jimmy rolling the left-handed shot. Pretty offensive play by Jimmy Yard.
Took a bad shot in the last game that hurt.
Great pass by Adams inside. Erickson could not put it down. And again in the Garden, the lid is on, and Erickson's down. He is hurt. Keith is hurt. JoJo White in and out. Havlicek, second chance down. Now Keith Erickson can get the injury time out over here. McDonald, Ard, and White about to be altered. Dave Cowens will check back in. Westfall almost had a steal and an easy basket. White is open, all alone. Sobers wants it.
They're trying to take advantage of Charlie Scott, who has the 3 fouls, and Charlie backed off, and he had the shot to the basket.
Ard is open. At the buzzer. Jimmy Ard climaxes the highest scoring quarter of this series. I think I said the biggest lead was 20 points. Actually, Boston led John McLeod and Al Bianchi's Phoenix Suns by 22 points. And in 4 minutes and 19 seconds, they have whittled that to 7.
Gar Hurd ran into the ball and knocked it out of his hands. That was a break for the Suns. Celtics had an easy chance there.
White. Run around by Adams. Pretty play. And Nate Hawthorne will check in for John McLeod's son. JoJo was working hard on Lumpkin, and he finally put it in. White right side.
Again the right side. Rick, what are you going to do about that?
Halftime. Sonny Hill with highlights. Dave Cowens faking away on Adams. Not only got the field goal, but drew the foul on the rookie.
It's amazing how these games can fluctuate up and down. Boston hasn't scored from the field in 3:48, and Phoenix has outscored them this third quarter 21-7.
Ricky Sobers has matched the entire Celtic team. Alvin Adams had control, and he was fouled back there.
And that really hurt them because Phoenix converted it into field goal.
We are tied in Boston. 3:58 to go in the third quarter. An amazing turnaround.
It's the first tie in the ball game, Brett.
Dick Van Arsdale, Rick has checked in. Paul Westfall will take a rest for John McLeod. See what the Celtics come up with. From the perimeter, they moved it. And Steve Kaburski sunk it. JoJo White. Iron. Cowens controls the offensive rebound and hooks it in. It's a 4-point Celtic lead. Nate Hawthorne ready to check back in for the Sun. Crowd chanting defense. Adams in the air, and it's a 2-point Celtic lead. side. It's 4 points. It's 74-70, 145. Battle for a championship. They are a wild card team, and they are within 2 points of the Boston Celtics in Game 5 in the Boston Garden. One of the most incredible comebacks in all of sport. White tries to penetrate and is cut off there. Scott tries to get it, and Van Arsdale's got him, but he bounced off, and Scott had daylight. I'm so frightened when I see something like that. Somebody going to slip on it. Here is Collins on a hook shot that went in. 90-81. There it is. Still don't see it. Richie Powers has picked it up, and he's going to get rid of it. Now it's 4:53 to go. Here is Perry over to Alvin Adams. Adams in the air. Put it down. 90-83. Lead can swell to 9 if the Celts can hit here. Havlicek forced out of the middle into the right side and hit it. Three minutes and 35 seconds to go in regulation time. A 9-point Celtic lead. Westfall made it 7.
They got a bad break on that bounce that time.
Adams almost traveled. Got it off to Westfall. Oh, Westfall with back-to-back baskets has made it 92-87 right now. Silas with a miss. They caught him in the third quarter, but they couldn't hold on. And Adams was out with those 5 fouls. Sobers went in the air and hit the basket. The crowd thought he was guilty of an offensive foul, swinging out that right elbow. He has fouled out of every game until this one. JoJo White cuts to the basket, and Paul Silas put it down. 94-89. Now it's 5 points. Suns have a minute to work with. 14 fouls against Boston, 3 against Phoenix. Westfall turnaround. 94-91. Phoenix alive with 52 seconds and a 3-point Boston lead. So that was a big basket by Westfall. Kept his team in it. And Westfall knocks it away. Came around behind Charlie Scott. Here's Paul back down the other way. Paul Westfall puts it in.
And the
came down to the floor and drew the foul. What a sequence by Paul Westfall.
Unbelievable. That is Charlie Scott committing the foul. Let's watch this play again. Paul Westfall, great defensive behind Charlie, knocks it away. Adams throws the long pass to Paul Westfall. He comes in, drives to the basket. There he goes. He drives up, and from behind, Charlie Scott caught him and knocked him down. And he's been a big spark plug. He has scored 8 of the last 10 points, made the great play, knocking the ball away from Charlie Scott. 2 chances to make one to tie this basketball game.
That's one of the greatest individual efforts I have ever seen in a basketball game, right there by Paul Westfall. I want to tell you. Nelson, they're watching for Collins inside. Perry had sloughed off. Here's White from the top of the circle. And it was Collins, and it was blocked by Garfield.
That's a foul.
There was
a foul is being called.
Outside.
A foul is going to be called, I think. Replay shows it.
Don Murphy called it from outside. Richie Powers was on top of it and couldn't see it as well as Don could.
This Curtis Perry's biggest free throw of his career.
Missed it, and it's a 1-point game, and immediately Silas has got timeout with 22 seconds. Clock will start when the ball is touched on the inbounds. Havlicek starts the clock. Van Arsdale's got him. Hondo up in the air. There was a whistle, and he was fouled. Now John Havlicek will come to the line with the Boston Celtics trailing by a point. And I was down 95-94. You're looking at it.
And Phoenix has 1 timeout left. I'm sure they'll use it after this free throw.
I take offense to that, Brent.
Rick, you're not in this one. He missed it, but he's got it back with 17 seconds. They missed the free throw, and Hondo wants the ball. 12 seconds. We're tied in Boston. Collins gave it up to Havlicek, and 8 seconds outside. Out. 5 seconds. It looks like we may have overtime, although timeout has been called. 3 seconds. The clock ticked down. Guard standing right in front of me here at the table. Jimmy Yard is on him. Won't start till it's touched. And Collins was out there, and we've got overtime in the Boston Garden. Alvin Adams fouled out of the game. Charlie Scott fouled out earlier. So we got 2 players on the bench. And the OT begins in the Boston Garden. What a series this has become. Collins cutting off. Suns got their hands on the ball, but again, the Celtics save it. Havlicek to Nelson. Nelson shoots it. And inside, Paul Westfall is hurt. And it's Collins, Havlicek, Nelson, Silas, and White for the Celtics, and Collins. makes it a 4-point game. We're still trying to score here in overtime. Hurd with that high arching shot, and they finally get on the board in overtime. It's 99-97. JoJo White. And it's 4 again. It's 101-97. Celtics pressure defense, taking that shot clock down to 5 seconds. Inside of 5. Curtis Perry off the glass with a shot that got Phoenix right back in it. 101-99. Autry gave it up to Sobers. Hurd is inside. High arch goes right straight through. It's tied with 45 seconds. We're going to have a timeout here in this overtime. Handful of seconds. Tied at 101. Sobers gave it up. And the Celtics have used their timeout with 3 seconds to go. So that's very important. Here comes Nelson with those 3 seconds. Started. Havlicek down to 2. Havlicek deep in the corner. Nelson was flying toward the basket. Collided at the buzzer. No foul. No foul underneath. John McLeod thinks that Autry was fouled.
Collins with 22. Adams with 20, of course, is out of the ball game right now. JoJo White with 20. John Havlicek with 20. Curtis Perry and Paul Westphal. This has been some ball game.
World record motorcycle jump, Muhammad Ali in the Belmont Stakes. And second overtime underway. Suns win control with Van Arsdale, Sobers, Perry, Hurd, and Autry. Cowens with the ball on the floor, gave it up to JoJo White, who hit and put the Celtics ahead by 2 in the second overtime. Sobers takes it back from Perry, gets inside and ties it. Shot clock down towards 5 as Havlicek sent it sailing to White. And with 3 seconds to go, White puts the Celtics up by a field goal. Sobers pull-up jump shot, couldn't get inside, put it down, and there was a foul. And Sobers has just put Phoenix up 106-105 in the second overtime. Cowens has it, moving on Autry, got Autry off his feet. Drew the foul, bench can't believe it. Cowens has tied it at 106, 2:27 on the clock. Cowens has put the Celtics ahead by a point on those 2 free throws. Clock moves down to the 2:20 mark. Cowens went right straight up in the air. No basket, says Richie Powers. Offensive foul on David Cowens, his 6th foul. Tommy Heinsohn went all the way off the court on that call. Dave Cowens went high in the air. Suns with possession, trailing by a point. Cowens and Adams have fouled out. We're in the second overtime of the Boston Garden. Havlicek went down, trying to draw the foul from Autry. Heinsohn furious, Hurd in the air, loose ball. Autry was backing into his man. He's going to commit his 6th foul. Autry's out of the game. He was backing in for rebounding position. JoJo White on the drive, put it down at 3 points at 19. Phoenix will have to call a timeout. This will be their second timeout, their final one here in the second overtime. 109-106. Autry is still complaining. Crowd chanting defense. Lumpkin, Westphal, and Van Arsdale on the floor. Van Arsdale with a quick shot. It's a 1-point game again. Just what Rick predicted. Westphal to the corner. Back to Van Arsdale. Perry in the air. Won't go. Havlicek. Perry again. Perry with a jump shot. Put it down. Phoenix has gone ahead. We've got 5 seconds. I don't believe it. I don't believe what I just saw down here. 110-109. I got 5 seconds. That was incredible. Where did Westphal come from?
But the only 2 good shooters right now, because Nelson's taking out of bounds, are White and Havlicek.
Cowens, remember, is fouled out. So is Scott. Here come the Celtics. Clock will start when it's touched. Havlicek touches it. It begins. 3 seconds. Hondo off the glass. He's got it with a second. John Havlicek won it. It's over.
No, there's 2 seconds to go.
The Boston Celtics, but the clock should have run out. Or did it have to?
There are 2
Everybody's on
seconds
the
to go in
floor.
this basketball game, Brent. The ball went in with 2 seconds to go, and the clock has to stop on a made basket. The Phoenix Suns will get the ball with 2 seconds to go. This game is not over.
Richie Powers is in a fight with a fan right here in front. Referee Richie Powers was assaulted by a fan.
They've pulled the bore off. They're the cops out in the middle. They got fans out in the middle of the floor. The Phoenix Suns trying to get it cleared to get the 2 seconds off. Here's Richie Powers now.
Here goes
Now
John
watch in slow
Havlicek.
motion.
He's driving. He
You can't
goes
run
right
the
up.
clock out.
Makes an almost impossible shot as he almost hits the floor. Banks it in. 2 seconds to go. The ball had gone through. The clock ticked down to 1, but there was 2 seconds when the ball was in the basket.
111-110. Double overtime. It's going to take us a while to get this floor cleared off.
Westfall out there, pleading the Phoenix case with Powers.
They're going to call a timeout now. If they have a timeout left, they will call it.
Do they have one left, Mindy, or have they used both of them?
Not have any timeouts left. I would not be surprised now if they will call an extra timeout to gain the distance and have a technical foul assessed.
Let them shoot it.
Can't possibly score from down there.
That's exactly what they've done, Mindy. They have called timeout. Technical foul. The only chance they have is to get it at half court. And this way they have a chance to at least tie the game and send it into a third overtime.
Right, but they could never score from 94 feet. They may from half court.
111-110. JoJo White can make it a 2-point basketball game. He does. Now the final second of play here in the Boston Garden. It is John Havlicek who put the Celtics ahead. Then the Suns took the technical to get court position. Curtis Perry wanted somebody to stand back. Won't start until it's touched. They'll have to throw it up. Garherd, turnaround, shot in the air. It's good. It's tied again. I don't believe it. Garfield Hurd at the buzzer. Threw one in outside. We've got a third overtime in the Boston Garden. It's 112-112. Unbelievable sequence. First it was Havlicek. Then it was Garfield Hurd. All tied at 112.
Here's the play again. 1 second to go. Curtis Perry going to look for Hurd. There's the toss in. Hurd gets the ball, turns. The clock still no zero. It's off his hand. It went to 0. Good call. Nothing in the basket. Ties it up.
And now we come to the third overtime of by far the most incredible basketball game I've ever witnessed.
The only 2 men in foul trouble at this stage. Once again, Paul Silas still playing with 5 fouls. Paul Westphal with 4 fouls for Phoenix.
If you're looking for the Late Late Show, hold on, folks. Nelson, using the glass, puts Boston up by 2. Sobers calling the play for the Sun. Here's Curtis Perry inside, pass to Ricky Sobers, who went in and tied it up. Boston and Syracuse back in the 50s. Perry outside, and the Phoenix Suns go up 116-114. Now the Celtics are going to have to work hard. They don't have Powers, and they don't have Silas. They got Glenn McDonald, and JoJo to the basket, put it down, tied it at 116. 3 minutes to go. The second overtime. Here's Garfield Hurd. JoJo White passed him and put it down, and the Suns lead it by 2. They're up by 2 right now. They can make it 4, and they turn it over.
Boy, did they miss that. Curtis Perry did not see Garherd. 2 men jumped outside the Sobers. He had a layup.
2-5, JoJo for the tie.
JoJo White has been unbelievable in this ballgame.
Here's Curtis Perry. Perry battling for the loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Jimmy Hart got down there battling.
Curtis Perry was a little upset because of the pushing that...
Tied at 118. Celtics were going for position, and Jimmy Hart says, hold on, Hondo. Wait till you get set. JoJo tipped it back to Nelson, quickly to Havlicek. Off to JoJo White on the penetration of McDonald, and a beautiful pass. John Havlicek has Paul Westphal. Don Nelson has Curtis Perry, and Jimmy Hart has Gar Hurd right now. It's Tommy Heintz's defense. Westphal, turnaround, win air, 122-120. Would you believe it? I don't believe the shots that have gone into this basketball game.
You're seeing them, but they're still hard to believe.
59 seconds. Hondo off to JoJo. Left side, down, 4 again. What's that? 33 for JoJo. Here's Dick Van Arsdale up in the air. Battle Glenn McDonald. He's had a big rebound knocked away from him and out of bounds.
Foul, Brent, foul.
Was a foul on the play.
And it's a 2-shot foul in the backcourt.
It is an absolute pity that either of these teams has to lose this game. It has been that kind of contest. The Celtics are in command, 126-120. Glenn McDonald, 2 big baskets, a pair of free throws, a rebound. The crowd already thought it was over once. Here's Ricky Sobers now, trailing by 6 inside, make it 4 now. It's 126-122. Inbounds pass to Havlicek. And there was a whistle away from that throw. It's 127-122.
This could put the nail in it.
There it is, 128-122. 6 points, 29 seconds. I think Phoenix is about run out of miracles, and just when I say that, somebody throws up an unbelievable shot.
Paul Westphal with an incredible shot.
25 seconds.
A little bit too late, though, I think, Brent.
Look at the fans around the Boston Garden. They thought it was over a long time ago. That's 23 points for Paul Westphal. Clock down to 21 seconds. It's a 4-point lead, and McDonald lost it. 17 seconds. Sobers has got Westphal open. It's 2 points again, and 12 seconds. Here is Glenn McDonald. 2-point basketball game. Nelson gives it to Art. Westfall's got a hand on it. Art goes back. 5 seconds. White, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be all over. And look at the fans here in the Boston Garden. They battled 3 overtimes. And finally it's over. But would you believe the end of that third overtime? It was 128-122. And still, the Phoenix Suns got down with a couple of baskets. Fans swarming all over the floor here, chanting, "We're number 1." But I want to tell you, Phoenix made them work for it tonight. And we got more of the same coming up on CBS Sunday afternoon when we go down for the 6th game of this series, 3:30 p.m. And this is Brent Musburger for Mindy Rudolph, Rick Barry, and Sonny Hill saying goodbye from the Boston Garden, where you have just watched the most incredible game in the history of the NBA. Boston 128, Phoenix 126, triple overtime.
He finally went on to say, "We're down 3-2. I know this sounds crazy. However, I like our position, and I'm confident we can win this series." Bob?
Jim, thanks a lot. The officials are Dick Bavetta and Hugh Hollins, who worked Game 3, each of them in Chicago, and Danny Crawford, who worked Game 2 of the finals here at the Delta Center. The Bulls are just 4-4 on the road in the playoffs, and in fact have lost 4 of their last 5 road games against their toughest opponents, the Pacers and the Jazz. Jordan guarded by Russell. Hornacek will open on Pippen. He'll try and post Scotty on him. They go to it right away. Stockton comes over on the double team. Now back to Scotty, and they couldn't recover. Hornacek was left alone with him, and an easy 2 for Scotty. It looks like Scottie Pippen is laboring as he moves up and down the court. Ahmad told you he's suffering from a bad back. Malone hits his first. Harper's the guy they'd like to leave alone. Kukoc isn't, but this time he misfires. Hornacek lost it to Longley. Now Pippen has it. All alone, Kukoc.
The one thing you don't want to do if you're Utah is get into a quick turnover battle here and give them easy points, especially Kukoc.
Kukoc. You wonder if the Bulls went to Kukoc enough in Game 5. Hornacek is now 18 for 46 in the series. Jordan, there's his first field goal, and the Bulls take a 10-8 lead. Pippen with the hook. Jordan for 3. Got it. Kukoc underneath to an unguarded Harper, and the Bulls have scored 9 unanswered points. The Bulls lead by 9, but here's the bad news for them. Moments ago, Scottie Pippen, accompanied by trainer Chip Schaefer, leaves the bench and heads for the locker room. With more, here's Ahmad. Ostertag and Foster have given them nothing in this series. Good pass from Malone inside to Hornacek, who converts it. That's why.
Michael Jordan's illegal now, so the Bulls are all running around.
And it's their second illegal defense, which will result in a technical foul shot being taken.
And Jerry Sloan just got a technical. Phil Johnson comes over and settles him down a little bit. Jerry's got to maintain his composure right now. He just got the illegal defensive call for a technical, and then he follows it up with a technical of his own. Remember, that's the same thing that he did against Longley to bait him into his 5th foul in here in game 2. So I don't think the referees went for that today.
Carr against Kukoc. Jumper over him is good.
So they've got to go to that matchup.
Jordan Will with a hand in his face. Burrell skies for the rebound. Loose to the side, and eventually it's Utah who has it. Here's Hornacek. A pull-up 3. It's Malone. And it's Utah with the lead. Jordan. Rodman on the offensive glass. Wennington a good look. Wennington will hit the open jumper. Isley bounces to Malone. Tough shot, but he cans it. Jordan over Russell. Tied at 22 with half a minute to play in the period. Malone against Wennington. Off balance, hit it, plus the foul. Apparently not dizzied by the heights of game 6 tonight. Shandon Anderson with the nice move. Rodman, good pass to Kukoc.
Great back cut by Kukoc.
It's off Anderson's hands, but recovered by Isley. 2 seconds to shoot. And he hits the 3! Are they calling the shot clock violation? Let's see. Dick Pavetta says yes. And they wave it off, though it appeared to me as if he had beaten it. See if the ball isn't out of his hand. 1 second. It's on the way, and they missed the call.
Scotty says he's telling the medical staff that he is not able to play. So that could be the end of it for Scotty tonight. Bob?
Judd Bushler, who may get more minutes as a result. Carr from Stockton.
There you go. There you go.
Malone in traffic. Got his own and put it back in.
That's that first offensive rebound that you talked about.
Jordan, daylight for 3. 13 for Michael. Utah by 1. Here is Tony. Michael springs free and takes the lob from Kukoc.
Great roll off for Russell.
Returns it to Malone. Now has it back in a crowd and misses. Anderson flies in, can't hit the tip. Malone another try, and there it is for Utah.
You see, Rodman didn't even try to contest that shot underneath.
18 for the mailman. Jordan for 3. And there's his answer.
I think that's his 3rd 3 of the game.
It is his 3rd tonight, and he has 19 points. Malone tries to answer, and can, and he has 20. A Jordan-Malone duel shaping up in game 6. Kukoc on the run. He's in double figures now with 10. Kukoc on Russell. Gives him some room, and Russell accepts the challenge and drills the jumper. Utah by 2. It was Russell's first basket. Here's Michael. He's got 21.
I'm watching Jordan, and he's in such a nice rhythm offensively.
Shaping up as a higher scoring game than we've generally had in this series. It's Hornacek. Jordan's the guy they want, even more so than usual, and that's why. Stockton from Malone.
Beautiful slip on that play. Stockton went across.
Malone, the bounce to Russell. 2 big assists in the last couple of possessions for Malone. 3 seconds. Michael to half court. From there, almost.
Now, the big story here in the first half has been the condition of Scottie Pippen's back. He has really been hurting. But during the halftime, the massage therapist gave him ice, massage. His back was having spasms. She got the spasms to stop, and Scottie Pippen is back out here on the floor. Whether or not he'll be able to play and play effectively, we'll find out. He is starting the second half. Let's go down to Jim Gray.
All right, Jim, and here we go. Utah in possession as we start the third quarter. Malone right to work. Out to Scottie with 5 seconds to shoot. It'll be Kukoc. Jordan pulls up and connects. Responsibilities. This is Scottie out high, immediately returns it to Harper. A little jump hook is good. Missed it just before the shot clock sounds. Rodman battling like crazy, but can't quite hold on to it. Hornacek. He and Malone, Rodman and Malone, and Rodman just trips Malone up. They got to call a flagrant here. They've got to call a flagrant.
Now they're getting down to the basketball we've seen. Rodman and Malone go down. That's one. Here they go, two. Finally, the third time the foul is called, and I think it was a good no call that it wasn't a flagrant, because I think both guys were wrestling. And now watch Michael Jordan give Brian Russell a shot, and then Russell gives Michael a little pushback. So all of a sudden, temper's starting to flare here, little Bob. Is
left alone, he doesn't take the three. Michael, fade away.
See, if I'm Hornacek, I make Pippen make one of those shots.
Michael's pass to Scottie. And finally, the tip drops. Pippen giving it his best, and that time it was good enough. Hornacek had a good first half and hits this one. Now trying to guard Pippen. Scottie splits the defense, can't hit the bank, but Rodman with a second tip. Kukoc, Burrell, and Kerr all in. There's Pippen heading back to the locker room again to try to stretch out that ailing back. Russell missed the first, but connects on the second. Utah by 1. Back comes Utah looking for the lead. It's Chris Morris. Hornacek in the right place at the right time.
You see, early offense, they got the shot up.
Isley hands it to Carr. Kerr on Isley. Around Keith's screen. Now he gets it back. And hits just before the buzzer. He's already played more games and more minutes than at any time in his career. Isley, big hoop for Utah.
Tell me confidence isn't an unbelievable thing.
Jordan against Anderson. He's still Michael Jordan. Rodman drills a 20-footer and gives it that go-figure gesture. Malone hands it back to Morris, who converts on the reverse. He calls on Russell, who probably will guard it. Kukoc to tie it. Morris to a cutting Anderson, who was bumped. The basket may count. It does. Jordan with the jumper. And with 37 points, as Utah falls behind now for the first time since midway through the second quarter. Stockton has a little daylight, and Utah has a 3-point lead.
Transition basketball again. The little screen by Malone.
Kerr. Pippen in the lane. Connects on the turnaround, playing through clenched teeth. It's Hornacek. Malone. They'll bring it back out. The jumper by Carl. Utah back in front.
Great patience. Offensive rebound, kick it out, and Hornacek got it right back to him.
3 seconds to shoot. Harper's not the guy they want to have do it, but he has to. And he beats the shot clock and cans a huge shot.
Now you watch Harper as he takes this shot. Does he get it off in time? I don't know. That's a tough call.
Well, you know what? If they miss that call, it's a 5-point swing in missed calls on shot clock situations. They took a Howard Eisley 3 away wrongly in the first half. This one was even closer, but it appeared that Harper may have been just a fraction of a second behind the shot clock. Harper's basket counted. This one by Eisley, which should have counted, did not.
See, I think this 3 was good, and the last shot that Harper took, I think that was a shot clock violation.
Even Superman apparently gets tired. Malone, lots of room. Got it!
That's their pet play!
Gets it right back from Pippen. Double pump, knocked away by Carr, and a foul.
And make Harper or Pippen beat you from the perimeter. He's keeping him out on the perimeter, not allowing him to come into the post.
Instead, they can tie it or take the lead with a 3 of their own. Jordan. And a blocking foul. Stockton is down on the floor. He cuts it to 1. Jordan ties it. Malone. Cross court, Stockton, a 3. It's there! Pippen into Jordan. Michael working on Russell. Brings them to within 1. Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead. Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan running on fumes with 45 points.
As he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
That may have been, who knows what will unfold in the next several months, but that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Watch Jordan's left hand here as he gives Russell the push. The referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look. The greatest thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If they don't, for the second straight year, they go out in 6. Stockton. Harper's on him. Behind the screen. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their 2nd three-peat. Jackson and Jordan, perhaps for the last time. Chicago 87, Utah 86.
They played with great offensive energy and pace, and then they had terrific balance with all of their starters contributing heavily.
Will we crown a champion tonight? Or will the Heat keep their hopes of back-to-back titles alive? We're underway for Game 6. They split the first 2 games of these finals here at the American Airlines Arena. Spurs in that last-second victory in Game 1. The Heat a blowout in Game 2. Bosh connects. Have been relatively close until the last game when the Spurs came out big as Duncan knocks it in off the glass. James back out. Mike Miller, long distance. Clock Parker off the dribble. Scoop layup blocked by Bosch, but it hit the backboard first. And a goaltend. Gary Neal, incredible three-point shooting. Miller off the dribble. Bosch waited just enough time for the ball to clear the rim.
I thought their half-court defense is pretty good for the most part. Transition, not even close to good enough.
Leonard, count it, and a foul. Drew some contact, a bump by LeBron James. James, hard drive. Chalmers gets another look. This time connects. A three-pointer for Mario Chalmers. Of the pressure of a big game, has had some huge games in the last 3 years. Leonard wide open, connects on a three.
Great patience by Tony Parker.
And again, was terrific in the last game. Gets inside, finds Duncan, and Duncan throws it down. The penetration of Parker leads to an easy look.
And even on that Duncan turnover, I love the sign that is. He is catching and going as James hits the jumper. I love how Duncan is not waiting and settling.
Goes right at Bosch, gets away from the double team and puts in a difficult shot.
He's got counter moves.
He's 4 for 4 already. Wade, Parker left him. Duncan tried to greet him, and Wade goes right at him for the dunk. Parker finds Leonard running the floor and throws it down. Miller took a shot as Kawhi Leonard with an emphatic dunk. And the Heat call timeout. Diaw drives down the lane, takes his time, and banks it in. LeBron James is hot. He thought Diaw pushed off.
LeBron James can't overpower him.
James, that's a two-pointer. His toe is on the line, and James 5 points, 3 assists.
Sub in, playing with the no-point guard lineup as Duncan off to a red-hot start.
Battier's on Duncan, mismatch there. James looking to help. Tries to swat it away. Duncan rushes the shot. He thought he got hit and still managed to put it in. He's 6 for 6 from the field as Danny Green set to check in. Allen back to James. Shot clock at 6. Little ball fake from Chalmers. 3 for 4 is Mario Chalmers. In the last 2 games, Duncan with a turnover. That's 4 for San Antonio. Allen gets ahead of the pack. But good transition defense. Battier open for 3. Banked it in. I don't think it was on purpose, but it ties the game at 24.
Or Chris Bosh.
James Chalmers for 3. Mario Chalmers 10 points here in the first quarter. Wade bumps into Ginobili. Battier wide open, hits a 3. Miami 5 of 7 from downtown. Danny Green, nobody near him, and he cans the jumper.
It's the same action, not to stop the ball and leave Green open.
Oh, Wade with a beautiful sidestep. Blows past Neal, and the Heat back up by 4.
And then guard the pick and roll. Very difficult. Nice play by Parker.
Wade sets up nicely. He's got 6. 6 on the 24. James all over Parker. Neal has to hoist it up and connects a three-pointer for Neal. His three-point shooting has been overshadowed by Danny Green. It's only happened twice in the last 30 years of the NBA Finals as Bosh knocks it down. There's been no taunting, no trash talking.
But because he bailed out with a circus shot, he didn't get the call.
Chalmers floats it in. And even Joey Crawford didn't tee him up on that.
That he has to consistently be aggressive.
Leonard, short. Duncan right there to clean it up. Duncan is now 7 for 7 from the field. Single coverage, Bosh on Duncan. Goes right to the rim and finishes 8 for 8 for Tim Duncan.
And that allows San Antonio to play small, but still rebound the ball so exceptionally well.
And there's Duncan rebounding the ball. James powers in, shot misses. Anderson's follow won't go. Tipped right back out. And James this time makes sure he finishes. 6 to shoot for Duncan. Duncan across the lane. Nice soft touch. He's got 23. Diaw, what a pass to Duncan. And the Spurs regain the lead for the Phoenix Suns. fakes, drives, flips it up and in. Boris Diaw puts the Spurs up by 4. Parker gets in the paint, kicks it out. Diaw for 3. Won't go. Leonard tips it up and in with 1.3 remaining. What a hustle play from Leonard. And the second quarter comes to an end on one of those runs. San Antonio finishes on a 17-4 run, and they lead by 6.
The problem is they have no fast break points. Why? Because they're giving up 58% shooting. They got to get their defense right so their offense can play fast, and they're great in transition, but they haven't been out in transition the whole first half.
Ginobili gets one to go. Ginobili really struggled. See Leonard just playing off him enough to kind of dare him to shoot. James kicks it out. Chalmers from the corner. That's good. Mario Chalmers with his 3rd three-pointer of the night. Onto the floor as Ginobili throws it in. Duncan lays it in. And emerges and will check right into the game. See if we can get a report on why as Bosch connects. Miller kicks it out. Wade pull-up two-pointer. Pass inside Diaw. Nearly stolen by Wade. Diaw gets it back. Parker on the penetration. Contact. Count it and 1. Tony Parker with a hard drive and a chance for a three-point play. James trying to find some room. Stolen by Leonard. Leonard ahead of the pack, drives inside and banks it in with a foul. Kawhi Leonard, as Ray Allen is shaken up on the play, which equals the largest lead of the game. Parker down the lane, layup won't go. Duncan and a foul. Tim Duncan on the follow, and our first double-digit lead of the night. Leonard now on Wade. Nice little push shot, soft touch for Wade, who's in double figures. San Antonio, 82% is the best free throw shooting team for San Antonio Spurs in 33 years. Neal's gonna have to put one up. He won't hesitate, blocked by Wade. Wade with a strong defensive play there. Allen, extra pass for Battier, hits a 3. That cuts it to 10 with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Wade puts it up, puts it in. 8-point game. Parker gets in the paint again, flips it up and in. Tony Parker with another beautiful drive to the basket.
The Spurs a complete mismatch.
Gary Neal flips it up and in. And the Spurs answer another mini run by Miami. It's back up to a dozen. They're mentally and physically tired from the playoff grind and pressure. What can you summon here for the Miami Heat to try and force a Game 7? Chalmers hits a 3. Mario Chalmers, his 4th three-pointer of the game. Splitter has it. Left-handed, flips it up and in. Difficult shot, his only shot of the game. Duncan won't sit long.
And Greg Popovich is all over Boris Diaw to give even more cushion. Back up more.
Mike Miller has only one sneaker on. Miller, bang! Timeout, San Antonio. Danny Green finds Splitter. Splitter goes at Anderson, spins, flips it up, banks it in. 2 wild shots from Splitter, and they've both gone down.
He's an outstanding basketball coach.
6 to shoot. Chalmers behind to James on the flush. James charges across the lane, out to Chalmers. Chalmers in the paint, off balance, wild shot thrown down by LeBron James. Miller trying to take it away from Duncan. Neal poked away by Chalmers. Leonard has it and puts it in. A broken play goes to the Spurs. James backs in, left-handed. Just bullies his way to the basket. Back out Green. Green off the dribble, drives inside to Duncan. Blocked by James. What a rejection. James on the drive, leans in, banks it in, tie game. He's doing it all here in the fourth. Danny Green misses again. Rebound. Duncan trying to track it down. Taken by Chalmers.
And those are the same shots Danny Green has made throughout the series.
Allen, Miami leads. Kawhi Leonard gets in the paint. Runner from Leonard. Leonard with a couple of big buckets here in the fourth. Trying to make him shoot. James drives and finishes. San Antonio just 4 for 15 here in this period. Ginobili to the basket. Lays it in. Duncan and Bosh got caught up. 6 to shoot. Parker pulls back. That's a three-pointer. It's good. Tony Parker ties the game with 1:27 remaining. Chalmers gets in the paint. Flips it inside. Stolen by Parker. Parker gets in the paint. Stops. Spins. Shot is good. Tony Parker. Back-to-back buckets, and the Spurs regain the lead. James backs in. Lost the ball. Duncan lost it. Picked up, and Parker has it. Ginobili drives inside. Fouled by Allen, and Ginobili will shoot 2 with 37 seconds remaining. What a turnaround here in the final minutes. Ginobili makes it a three-point game. Amazing how a whole season can come down to making free throws. Four-point game. Again, Miami has just one timeout left. A 7-0 run. James looks, sees an opening. Wild pass picked up by Ginobili. And he's fouled by Allen.
A lob to Bosh.
Ginobili, meanwhile, misses what could be a huge free throw. There's still plenty of time. 28.2 remaining. One for 2. 5-point game.
If you're going to give help, you give help off of Wade. You don't come off another three-point shooter.
James catches, fires a three. Way off. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Picked up by Miller. Back out to James. Another three. It's good. James knocks it down. 2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. And the Spurs call their final timeout. A second shot opportunity.
Get him off the floor.
Bosh will sit down. Duncan will inbound.
And he is their normal late game inbounder.
2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. Duncan looking. Has to get it in. Finds Leonard. Leonard fouled by Miller, who did a good job fouling right away. During the regular season, Kawhi Leonard, 82% from the line. A lot of pressure on a 21-year-old in his first NBA Finals.
And with Duncan out, attack the rim. They're not going to come off a three-point shooter. You can score quickly.
Clutch one there from Leonard. Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the three right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout. But the officials are going to review to see if Allen was behind the line. Chris Bosh with a huge offensive rebound. And now instant replay, enormous. From our vantage point where the fans are, we couldn't see if Allen was, but that was the signal.
And Mike, Tim Duncan out of the game leads to the second shot, and clearly a three-point shot. But because they were trying to prevent the three, they take Duncan out, who is their best rebounder. Ray Allen is able to reestablish and knock in the game-tying three.
2 possessions in a row that Duncan came out and they failed to get the defensive rebound. Now, because of the instant replay rule, the Spurs, who don't have any timeouts, had a chance to discuss their final play.
And I like not guarding the inbounder.
Here goes Parker, final seconds. Parker on the drive, puts it up. Overtime here in Game 6.
And Mike, if you had to do it all over again, do you keep Tim Duncan in to get the defensive rebound? And does the first player around Bosch grab Bosch to put him to the free throw line?
Parker drives, looking for Duncan, gets it to Leonard, and Leonard banks it in. Leonard with 20. Bosch ahead of the field, fouled and one. A rare time, poor transition defense from San Antonio.
Down the stretch.
Back to Duncan, Bosch on him. Duncan, quick move, won't go. Diaw, the offensive rebound, finds Leonard. Leonard again in the paint. The little soft touch, and the Spurs up by 2. But he's had a big impact. James threw it behind him. Parker comes up with it. Parker goes at Allen, drives, and a hard foul. Oh, Parker went down hard. Parker 5 for 5 from the line. He shot a career high from the line tonight. Misses that one. Remember, Leonard missed one earlier. Three-point lead for San Antonio. In the overtime, you shoot on the 4th team foul. Allen trying to draw contact, doesn't need it, still flips it up and in. James, the crossover. Wade, the drive. Inside to James. Heat back up by 1. Parker gets bumped. Leonard, 3 to shoot. Leonard's jump shot way off. Tipped and taken by Parker. Has to put it up. Blocked by Allen, and a 24-second violation. Excellent defense from the Miami Heat. Parker guarded by James. Bosch, good help. Parker blocked by Bosch. James the rebound. And a foul called against San Antonio. Miami clinging to a 1-point lead. Wade pulls up. Won't go. Leonard the rebound. 10 seconds remaining. Not looking to call time. Ginobili on the drive. Ginobili lost the ball. Picked up by Allen. Now they have to foul. Greg Popovich irate. He thought Ginobili got hit. Instead, Ray Allen will shoot free throws with 1.9 remaining. It's still not over, even if he makes both free throws. But a big defensive play there by the Heat.
Well, they're pushing in transition. He's attacking Ray Allen. Boy, he looked like he got him across the arm on that drive. It's so congested. But to me, that's a foul.
Absolutely. Allen, one of the great free throw shooters in the game, with a chance to put him up by 3. Now remember also, Miami has a foul to give. Two clutch free throws from Ray Allen. Beat by 3, timeout San Antonio.
And same with off splitter, be above him, trap the shooter.
They need a 3. Green trying to get free. Cross court pass to Green. Green blocked by Bosch. Game over. There'll be a game 7. The Miami Heat not ready for their season to end tonight. Chris Bosh with some extraordinary plays at both ends of the floor at the end of regulation and overtime.
Well, great screen by Splitter. And again, I like the non-call, but if you're saying, is that a foul in the first 46 minutes? It absolutely is on that three-point shot.
And Bosh taking a chance. You know, you want to contest the shot, but to get that so close and taking a chance of a whistle, but it pays off for Miami. One of those defining games for the Heat to come back, force the overtime, and force a Game 7. LeBron James with Doris. Oracle Arena is alive and roaring as we get set for Game 7. There's the starting lineups and the change. Festus Ezeli, Andrew Bogut out with a knee injury. Andre Iguodala will come off the bench for Ezeli, his first start of the entire postseason. He started 13 games during the regular season. He has been a terrific backup center. Tonight, the starting role. The butterflies and the nerves have to be unbelievable as Thompson goes inside and lays it in. How do you get it to settle down? Green fakes. Green up to Ezeli, who misses from point-blank range. James comes out of the pack. Fakes, drives on Barnes, left-handed, banks it in.
And Ezeli's had two quality looks.
Was unreal. One of the more dominant first quarters you'll ever see in a playoff game. As Green throws it down on a beautiful feed from Ezeli.
Confusion and a great pass from Ezeli.
Barnes knocks down the three. And boy, must that feel good. This place is deafening already. Green up top again, Barnes. Green for three. Kevin Love goes at Ezeli, misses. Love's tip won't go. Love takes it away from Ezeli. Excellent second effort from Kevin Love. The Cavalier offense the last couple of games has been so efficient as Kyrie Irving nails that one. Curry, 4 to shoot, finds a little room, fires, and hits a three. Thompson, the height advantage on Irving. Jefferson goes to help. Thompson able to connect. Curry got sloppy with a dribble, and Jefferson picks up the errant ball. James to Jefferson. Jefferson goes right at Draymond Green.
How great has he been this series?
Rebound James again. J.R. Smith releases and lays it in. Beautiful pass, and Smith with the easy bucket.
I thought Curry got nudged from behind by J.R. Smith.
Klay Thompson for three. That's their fourth three-pointer already. Curry helps out. Smith, pass right through the hands of Curry. James, the two-handed slam. Curry had that steal, but it slipped through his hands, and LeBron James takes advantage.
Against superior competition.
Curry. Vergel back to Curry, corner three. 5 three-pointers in the opening period for Golden State.
Pressure that Steph Curry just put on Kyrie Irving to defend.
Irving pulls up, stops on a dime, and banks it in.
You know, don't try to think the game, just play the game. I think he was overthinking. Just got to be aggressive and attack the basket.
Thank you, Chuck. Mike.
Livingston the jumper. Thank you, Doris.
An attack.
Livingston gets rid of Jefferson with a fake, but can't hit. A follow off the glass. Green leading the break. Green's pass stolen by James, and Mo Williams all alone. LeBron James had 4 steals in Game 6, 3 in Game 5. His defense also a big part of his unbelievable performance in these finals as Draymond Green knocks down the three. James behind the back, kicks it out. Shumpert. Shumpert, count it, and one. Chance for a 4-point play. Iman Shumpert from downtown, their first three-pointer of this game.
Just a great find by James Shumpert. Wide open jump shot, good contest by Livingston. Clearly gets him on the right arm. Shumpert with a big shot in that corner.
Shumpert just 3 of 12 from downtown in these finals. And completes the 4-point play. The Cavs go back up by 2. Curry gets it from Green, gets away from Shumpert, layup, count it, and a foul at the other end. Curry got hit, got the bounce, and a chance for a three-point play. Thompson floats it ahead to Livingston, off of his leg, lost it. Fifth turnover for Golden State. James drives, Curry has to get out of the way, and James gets the friendly roll. Thompson drives, back up top, Green sets for three, got it! He's 3 for 3 from downtown. Irving drives into the lane, layup, rolls around and drops in. Irving's third field goal. He's been averaging over 27 a game. Iguodala, pass deflected. Green tries another three. Draymond Green, 4 for 4 from downtown. He had missed his previous 10 coming into game 7. Irving off the glass and one. Gorgeous move from Kyrie Irving and a chance for a three-point play. Gets it back. Green for three. Bang! 5 for 5. James on the drive, fouled, layup, counted and one. LeBron James, another attack of the basket. Green looking to post up. J.R. Smith makes his quick move, stops underneath, layup is good, and one. 21 points for Draymond Green here in the first half. Turnover. Iguodala almost double dribbled. Pass inside Thompson, out to Barbosa, puts it in. Final minute here of the first half. Iguodala, little post-up move. Three-point disparity is just huge. 10-1 in favor of Golden State, although Cleveland's been able to get out and get some fast break opportunities. And played 6 minutes. J.R. Smith with a hand in his face, nails that two-pointer.
Listen, you got to go down with these guys.
Thompson, nice soft touch, that time using the left hand. Another three-pointer. 11 now for Golden State. Thompson trying to get away from Kevin Love. Stops, pulls up, rattles home. LeBron James. Curry with the 3 fouls, picks him up. J.R. Smith tries another three. That's good. J.R. Smith with a couple of buckets here to begin the third. Curry with the 3 fouls. James passes it off. Smith another three. That's good. J.R. Smith back-to-back threes. And 8 points here to start the third quarter. Irving drives and finishes. And a quick timeout. Irving the long rebound. 3-on-1. Smith throws it up. Blocked by Curry. Here comes Curry the other way. 2-on-1. Curry the drive and the finish. What a sensational defensive play. And the hustle will get back to break up the alley-oop. Curry off a curl. Hits a three. Timeout Cleveland. Curry tries to deny. James gets it. Shot clock winding down into Love. And Love lays it in as the shot clock expires. Here comes Curry inside Verjao. Stolen by Love. Irving goes at Draymond Green. Drives. Layup is good. Beautiful move from Kyrie Irving. And Cleveland regains the lead. Love bumps Curry. Curry pass deflected and stolen. Here comes Irving. Irving drives past Green. The foul. Shot's good and one. Oh, what a sweet move from Kyrie Irving. And the Cavaliers with their largest lead of the night. The personnel, why they're so effective in making it difficult to score as Barnes gets inside. That was Barnes' second field goal. Kyrie Irving knocks down a three. Irving having a huge third quarter. Green draws the foul on James.
Realizing he's being defended up close by LeBron James, the swing move, contact.
And hits all three. The lead for Cleveland cut to 4.
Great man.
Coach Bill Van Gundy.
Amen to that. My dad.
Green for three. Thompson tips it, picked up by Curry. Curry to Livingston, throws it down, and the game is tied. Timeout, Cavaliers. Backs in, tough fall-away shot. It's good. Livingston played him well. James was just better. Curry finds Green. Green fakes, kicks it out. Barnes for three. They go to Thompson. Thompson puts it on the floor across the lane. Left-handed is good. Tristan Thompson.
With a 4-second differential, and they shot it way too early.
Iguodala inside, finds room and finishes. 3.2 remaining. Irving will have a chance to get off a shot from half court. It's up. And the third quarter comes to an end. Shot clock back to 5. James drives, gets in the paint, puts it up, and puts it in.
Making plays for you. You got smaller guys on you. You got to capitalize.
That time he does, right on cue mark, with Klay Thompson switching on him. Kevin Love with his third field goal. Irving drives on Green, gets inside, off balance, comes up short, gets his own rebound and puts it back. Kyrie Irving, the second effort. Curry's got Tristan Thompson on him. Curry, crossover, three-pointer, it's good! Steph Curry from way downtown, and we're tied again. Iguodala. Thompson fakes, Thompson fires, and hits! A two-pointer for Klay Thompson, they'll review it, but the call on the floor is a 2.
You got to close out to the body of these shooters. You close out short, you're too late.
Curry with Jefferson leaning on him. Curry drives, scoop layup, misses. Green on the follow. Ezeli now guarding James as Ezeli's back in. And Ezeli goes for the fake. James draws the foul. And it appeared he was beyond the arc. Monty McCutcheon checking with his fellow official to make sure.
But to me, clearly, contact by Ezeli. He's behind the three-point line. But, Coach, I don't know if you agree, but
his team down by 2 with just under 5.5 to play. And he hits all 3 clutch free throws there. 5 to shoot. Ezeli again goes back up on him. James steps back for 3. Puts it in! LeBron James from downtown. And the Cavaliers go up by 2. 26 for James. Thompson gets away from Smith. Drives left-handed off the glass. The only triple-doubles in the history of a Game 7 of the finals were from Jerry West and James Worthy until tonight, as LeBron James with 26, 10, and 11. Rebound taken by Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Great pass by Curry, running hard by Iguodala, and superhuman defensive recovery by LeBron James.
Each team has a foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining.
And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! And the Cavaliers by 3. Cavaliers have 1 timeout left. Can go in the backcourt in the last 2 minutes to get it.
But they've got to manage this clock. They don't want to go early.
Irving drives to James! Misses the jam, but fouled! James will shoot 2 free throws as he goes down hard with 10.6 remaining. And the Cavaliers leading by 3.
And Mike, that's a good play by Draymond Green.
Warriors have 2 timeouts remaining. Stays a 3-point game.
And Mike, as a player, there's no pressure right now. You're up 3. Worst case scenario, you got to give them 1 free throw. That should be the mindset. I missed it. You got to step up and knock this free throw down if you're LeBron James.
Warriors will no doubt call timeout. Miss or make here from James. rattles in the second. 4-point game, timeout Golden State. Some huge plays in the fourth quarter for Cleveland, including this one.
They came out of the timeout set to get Steph Curry on Kyrie Irving. They get exactly what they want. Everybody out of my way. It's time to dance. Hits him one-on-one, lulls him to sleep, forces a late contest. That's a big-time offensive play by Kyrie Irving, but it's a play he's made his entire life. The ability to score and flat out get it done on the offensive end.
Irving now with 26 and back in Cleveland. These fans realize they're 10.6 seconds away now from a championship. Iguodala looking. Thompson catches. Thompson a couple of dribbles. Head fake. Tied up. Throws it in to Green on a foul on the entry pass. That's the foul to give. Iguodala to inbound. Shumpert trying to stay with Curry. Catches. One dribble. Steps back. Puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound tip taken by Spades. Final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.